How do you quickly scale a business? How to grow a company rapidly? Everybody wants to scale their business, and many of us ask these questions as if it's some kind of trick or there is a one magic bullet that can help you grow your business to the next level. Well, there is actually a magic bullet, or more precisely, seven bullets. In all of my startups and companies I've consulted for scaling, we made sure we have these seven core processes in place. Any single one of these seven core systems is designed to solve recurring problems, to reduce friction, and to make sure your business is running smoothly. You can't build a sustainable business growth by grinding more hours or pushing your sales team. You can only grow by building a sustainable foundation for your company. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how these exact seven systems helped all the companies I worked with to scale to the next level. We will go one by one about all seven processes, explaining what they are, why do they matter, and how you can implement it today in your own company. But before we get started, I'm dropping a business scaling handbook in the description of this video, so if you want to learn more in detail about how you can sustainably grow your business, you should definitely go and check it. If you want to learn more about how to scale a business, how to control your business operations, and generally about business management, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn off the notifications. I'm posting new video every week. And hey, drop a comment about any business related questions you have. I am always here to help you and answer them. Let's jump into seven systems every growing business must have. As I said, I'm attaching this document under this video, so if you want to download it or go check it, you're free to do. It's called Scaling Handbook, and I'm adding new resources every week with new how-tos, business management skills, checklists. For example, I have 10-minute business operation checklist here with you with the explainer video. So let's jump back to our seven systems. First system is, of course, setting up vision, goal, and decision-making process for your company. Scaling a business without a clear vision is like building a house without having a blueprint. You waste your time, you waste your energy, and most importantly, your team morale will go down because everything will be in the dark. We created a system for setting up quarterly and annual goals tied to our clear vision of what we want our company to be in a couple of years. And we also added a lightweight decision making framework, which was allowing us to delegate choices without losing alignment. You don't want to overplan things, but you need a scope of planning which helps everyone to make their everyday decisions in the same alignment. Everyone knew what they are working for, why it mattered, and how their work was helping the company. Here you can see a couple of tools and methods I like to use when building out the vision and responsibilities in the company. Of course, like OKRs, racing metrics for responsibility, rapid framework, quarterly planning. I'm not telling you should use all of these systems. You should pick the one which is the best suited for you, and you can pick anything else. You go ask ChatGPT for management frameworks, but you need a management framework to build a proper ground for your scaling processes. The second important system is how you actually run your company and how is communication going back and forth between your team members. Daily chaos kills your growth. If your team's constantly asking what's next or duplicating the same work over and over, you're not scaling, you're just spinning around. To solve this issue, we implemented structured weekly meetings, quick daily stand ups, and asynchronous updates in Slack channels or ClickUp. Every team has its own procedures about communication operations. I don't like to get into micromanagement stuff, but you need a higher level framework. Otherwise, teams will end up working in silos, which is one of the main reasons your growth is being killed from the start. Unnecessary meetings and constant communication is actually one of the root causes of inefficiencies in companies. So, if you have structured communication channels and rules, you will boost yourself several times. This one sounds obvious. You will say every company has a project management. But is your project management actually good enough? You can't even imagine how often companies are having missed deadlines, scope creeps, burnout of the team members, and execution problems everywhere. To solve this issue, we standardized all our projects, including having rules on how they should be planned, how they should be tracked, and how they should be executed. When we start using templates, timelines, and checkpoints inside of ClickUp based on these standard processes, standardized project management system will turn your execution into a predictable process. You won't be reinventing the wheel over and over for each project you have, and you will start delivering results on schedule because now you will be able to plan the schedule. Even as you take more and more clients, everything becomes repeatable and predictable. And you guessed it correct. Repeatable processes, repeatable client delivery is one of your key successes to growing a business. Now let's talk about the pillars of your company, your people. And I'm not talking about having an HR manager who remembers everybody's birthday and gives them gift cards. I'm talking about how you are scaling your team members. Yes, you heard me right. You can't scale a business without scaling people inside of it. One of the first things we did at Creative Launch was creating a standardized onboarding processes. Whenever someone was applying for a job, we were directing them to already established training materials, videos, and tests, and we were just checking the final results. And we didn't stop there. We built systems for hiring, for onboarding, performance reviews, and feedback of our existing team. Our team wasn't just getting bigger, it was becoming stronger with each new person. The learning curve for new hires is significantly lower, and leadership has all the tools to track their performance and see the best talent out of a pool of dozens of people. I talk about gamification over and over in my channel, and I can't express enough how important it is. Implementing any sort of gamification system will double your team productivity and triple their satisfaction. When it starts kicking in, you will see amazing results. Okay, let's go to the boring part, financial management. You can start by putting up a simple Google Sheet dashboard that tracks your cash flow, burn rate, and margins every week. If you have a dedicated person for finance, it's better. But in a lot of startups, usually CEO or COO is handling the finances because people are wearing several hats. But if you want to build a sustainable business, if you want to grow without losing any money, you should have a proper financial management system and you should track your financial data up to the last cent. You can't even imagine how much money is wasted in the companies because you do not track it properly. Scaling a business is expensive, so you should know your budget. Sales is, of course, obvious for the growth, but sales systems are usually overlooked. I'm not just talking about having a CRM setup out there to track the new leads, to book meetings, etc. The most important part of your sales starts when the lead is actually connected to you. If you don't have proper systems in your sales and customer success, scaling will only expose more cracks in your business. Things will be inconsistent, communication with clients will be inconsistent, you will get more leads, you will get more clients, and that will end up with more chaos. You should start by mapping your sales pipeline. Build automations for follow ups and document client onboarding, standardize it, and standardize the delivery. If your client has a consistent experience throughout your whole company, they will refer you more to their friends, their colleagues, and your sales will become way more scalable. Growth starts with sales, but it scales with proper customer success. Time to talk about technology and data infrastructure. This also includes all the tools you use for your documentation, your task management, your CRM communication, everything. Having random tools in random places used by different people will not make your system scalable. Centralizing tech stack is a non-negotiable for any company I work with. You should start with integrated data management plays and make sure all the tools you use are talking to each other through APIs. Having a duplicate data is a huge red flag. If you have a proper technology integration, you will have a proper reporting, and proper reporting will help you to scale your services, to spot trends throughout the whole company, and automate routine tasks. And everything together will save you hours every week. Technology should scale you, not hold you back. It might felt overwhelming for the start, but trust me, it's very easy to navigate once you get used to it. Now let's do a quick recap of the 7 systems that help me and my clients to sustainably grow their company and scale their business. Vision and decision making, operations and communication, project management, people, finance management, sales and client success, technology and data infrastructure. Building these 7 systems will make your system more sustainable. And sustainable systems are the reason of your continuous growth. So if you want to scale your business, do a quick audit on your company and see how many of these 7 systems you check. If you don't, leave a comment. I will be happy to help.